Hey guys, it's my true honor to talk to you today about my life's passion and work, naturopathic medicine and longevity medical health center, so I'm really excited. I put a sheet down in front of you that tells you a little bit about the practice. Longevity is the oldest, largest practice in Arizona. You can see all of the docs that are listed there and a little bit more about what we all do. Below that you can see the conditions I treat, too many to talk about here, but if you have a question it's probably on that list, and a little bit more about questions you might have, what to expect, insurance and those kind of things. I'll hit some of those through the presentation. A little bit about me. I am from Columbus, Ohio. I'm a hardcore Buckeye. It was the house I grew up in on 5 acres. That was my cherished home. My mom was an RN. My dad was a corporate CPA. He also bought a medical transcription company. So I was kind of around medicine at an early age. Excuse me. And I was fascinated with my mom's RN magazine and her Grey's Anatomy, and that's kind of where I got started, just being fascinated with the human body in general. I've shown these pictures before. I truly think the top left is the core essence of who I am, just bright white, naked little Buddha baby. I really try to connect with that happy kid every day of my life. I think true health is keeping your inner child alive and well. I have wanted to be a doctor since I was 8. I think I missed that, 8 years over there. But my dad wanted to foster a girl who was resourceful and could take care of herself, someone who could change her tire, change her oil, shoot a gun, handle herself. And even though I'm vegetarian and I don't hunt, I have shot every gun on the face of the planet. I was a little Annie Oakley in trap shooting, so that's why there's a shotgun shell on my keychain. That's my brother, Jason. He's 3 years younger than me. He's a physicist and a jazz guitarist in Ohio. He's brilliant, and he's my favorite person on the entire planet. We're very close. He's got quite a sense of humor. I was a gymnast up until I was about 20, and so that got me involved in cheerleading. I just really like tumbling. I did some national competitions, which was really fun. I graduated top of my class in high school and college. I studied biology. I minored in Spanish, so I do speak Spanish, so I can speak to those populations in my practice. I was second in my class in medical school. I then did family medicine residency. I stayed at the school to teach a little bit and have some student rotations, and then I started private practice about a month after my residency ended. So I had student rotations where students could learn about medicine, how to treat our patients under me. I did that for 6 years. I still teach gastroenterology. I'm deeply passionate about the gut and nutrition, so I talk about that a lot. And I did teach an advanced women's gynecology class for 6 years too. I still have students shadow me, so if you refer or you come in to see me, you may see students with me because they're still trying to learn outside of the school in private practice. I was Chief Medical Director of Naturopaths Without Borders for 5 years. This is my passion, global health, totally different than healthcare in America, and I hope to expand this in my life to a global level as well. But we would go to Mexico every 2 months and treat the homeless, the underprivileged with all the natural love and support that we could, and it's just a deep passion of mine. Your donations in the last 3 months actually went to our Haitian clinic, and they helped one worker get his salary for the month. His 2 children had 3 square meals a day, and he was able to have that salary and they could go to school for that entire month, which is something children in Haiti are not allowed to do. So we are so grateful to you for your support for that. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. You can see I'm a member of some other organizations, both national and international, and some professional associations as well. This is my family, not too big, just me and my brother. He's my favorite person though. That's his wife and his 2 children, Gracie and Ronan. My beloved German Shepherd, Bodhi, who passed away in May, left some very big shoes to fill, so I probably won't have another dog for a couple years because he was just so close to my heart. My husband, Clint, we've been together for 20 years. We've been married for 3, so it's kind of new. And our sweet boy, Ari, who is just a blast. We have a lot of fun. We get out about once a month and just go explore and play. That top right picture is his most recent picture. He's 3, so he's at a fun age. And you know, I am pregnant. This is not a beer belly. If I haven't shared with you, it's a girl. So I'm very excited to have one of each. That's super, super exciting. What's new with me? In the last year, I took up painting. I actually did oil painting, landscapes. So I had like a 5-month creative stint, and I just blasted out a bunch of oil paintings, and this is what came out. So I highly encourage you guys to do something creative. There's something that happens to your mentality, your energy, and it just puts you in a different space for your business and for your life. So please just find something that you can do that's creative. My how and my why. My mom is my how. She's a chronic pain patient. She is the 1% of people who get all the side effects on the label, the 1% that things shouldn't happen to you, they happen to her. And so I think that subconsciously through the years, that's what afforded me to see a day in the life of a patient in the traditional healthcare system, all the good things that it offers and all the weaknesses that it has as well. So what that translated to, some of the weaknesses were really harried, frazzled doctors who didn't have a lot of time. They were running late. There wasn't a lot of eye contact. The bedside manner was lacking. They didn't have time to look at a complex case and understand what was going on, or take a step back and look at her quality of life and really see what this meant for us. And so we often just felt like we were on the payroll or just getting the, the shot or the injection or whatever it was. We didn't really feel like we were being taken care of. And so my why, in terms of being a doctor, is really to provide the best bedside manner that I possibly can, the rapport with the patient, because I think that psychological healing happens before physical healing when you feel listened to, cared for, and heard. And so that's the space that I want to come from with my patients. So I was on a track to be a cardiothoracic surgeon. I was going to be the best of the best. That's till my junior year in college, when insurance companies really started to dictate the face of medicine and say, you can't run that MRI, you can't run that CT, we're only reimbursing you 40%. And doctors started closing their doors, or they had to see 40 or 60 patients a day. And the face of medicine started to change, and I got really worried because I've wanted to do this for so long. I didn't want to do that though. So naturopathic medicine wasn't licensed in Ohio. I didn't know about it, but I started looking for alternatives to what I felt like was a broken system. And I found the school out here, and it wasn't a matter of whether I'm going or not, it's what school am I going to. And these principles are the fundamentals of my medicine, and that's what really resonated with me. First, do no harm. Second, recognize the healing power of nature. Treat the root cause. Treat the whole person. The physician acts as the teacher, and prevention is the best cure. That's what I'm all about. So naturopathic medicine is a really broad topic, but the doctors usually have areas of emphasis or specialties that they focus on. But fundamentally, we all treat the whole person and look at it from a holistic picture. There's 10 to 15 reasons why you are in your health where you are right now, whether that's good or bad. And it takes time to look at all of those individual pieces, put them together in a complete puzzle that makes sense to me and it makes sense to you, and that's my job. It's really cool. So as science keeps going along, we get stem cells and prolotherapy and PRP, all these new cool things that we can use. They blend and pair so well with what's thousands of years old. Herbs, nutrients, acupuncture, homeopathy, things that have been around. So it doesn't matter how high tech we get, there's a perfect marriage with naturopathic medicine. We do use therapies that are safe and effective alone, but also with medications. So that's really nice for patients trying to come off of medications. And my job is to recognize that the body already knows how to heal itself. I'm not the genius here at work. Nature, you can't mess with Mother Nature. She does it best. My job is to figure out what are the obstacles that are standing in your way to feeling well, get those out of the way, give a little bit of help, and let the body do what it knows to do best. And I educate and empower my patients to take control over their health, because ultimately, when you're well, I'm going to hand the reins over to you. And you need to understand why we're doing what we're doing so that you can take the reins and see me once or twice a year, and that's it. I don't want you on my payroll. Okay? We don't look at symptoms as something that should be suppressed. We look at them as markers of something that's happening in the body that's pointing to an underlying cause that needs to be treated. So that's where we come from. I think I pretty much said all of that. I like this chart because it shows the similarities and differences between me and a traditional doc. We've all been to 4 years of college, medical school, 2 board exams. We refer to other doctors. I can order imaging. I can prescribe just like another doctor, but I'm trained in all of these natural areas, and I have 4 years of nutritional counseling. So I can provide all of that natural therapy. My visits are far longer, 90 minutes for new patients and 45 minutes for follow-ups. And finally, you can listen for someone who's been everywhere, isn't getting better, they're having side effects, they want a natural alternative, they don't resonate with their doctor, they refuse to participate in the model they've been given, or they're new to town and they're looking for someone to take care of them. The rest of the information's on the sheet in front of you. Thank you guys for your time. Yeah.